What is up, guys? Product Probes Christian back at ya. Got the Tac Force 457 PU Joker knife. Let's get into it.
Hi, my name is what? My name is my name is It's named Sadie. Hi, my name is
Alright guys, just got this bad puppy off of Amazon. We have reviewed the all black Joker, but I believe this is the purple Joker with the green blade. Let's go ahead and open this thing up, see what we got. Alright, I was wrong. This is not the green blade. I want to go ahead and get that blade because that thing actually looks super cool. This is the... Oh. Wow, actually, you could hear whenever you're opening that up, you could hear the kind of a pop sound, I'm guessing, or kind of like a noise, and it was definitely the oil in the springs. Or not the springs, but yeah. In the trigger. Let me go ahead and give you a close-up real quick. Let me open it up real quick. There we go. It's a little faster. But you could hear the oils working themselves in a little bit. I mean, I'm sure, yeah, it just had to be opened up a couple times. We'll go ahead and see what we got. It's kind of got the, it's the Joker Why So Serious knife. I'll give you another close-up on that blade real quick in a second. But I don't know if you can see that on the blade. Got your Joker Why So Serious knife. Pretty cool knife. We've done the black one, and I'm pretty impressed with it. There was one thing about it that I did not like, and that was that you kind of got your arrows right here, and your trigger is kind of blocked off from those arrows. But on this one, it's not that big of a deal, not a problem. I feel on the last one it was a little harder to pull that trigger, but on this one the trigger is real nice and easy to go. I remember these blades being pretty sharp. Let's see if I can't get them getting a couple hairs, not the sharpest, but we've got a pretty sharp point on there. But let's go ahead and go test this thing out on some paper. Alright guys, let's get the sharpness on this thing. Let's first try and run it down from the top right here. Alright, a little bit of tearing, not extremely sharp. Let's try that again. Once you get it in there, it's not, yeah, ripping, quite a bit of ripping actually. Let's go ahead and test out the points on here. Decent point on here, actually, not gonna lie, decent point on here. But as you can see, when you try and do that, a lot of ripping occurs. So I guess you could say about average. I'm sure if you ran it through a sharpener once or twice, it would definitely improve the quality on this thing. But it does have a good point on that. So actually, that is not too bad at all. Alright guys, there you saw it. Super sharp blade on there. Oh, I guess you could say average blade on there. If you ran it through a sharpener once or twice, I'm sure this thing would be extremely sharp. Let's go over some of the aspects on this thing. Pretty simple knife. Got your liner lock right there, stainless steel blade, aluminum handle. Looks like it's oxidized, and that purple. Got your stainless steel blade with the Joker Why So Serious on there. Pretty cool little blade here. It's kind of got the grooves in here, I guess, kind of take away some of that weight. Pretty standard pocket clip as well. Super beefy. You can't even get that thing up with my finger. Let's go ahead. Oh, before we do that, I want to mention that you've got your lanyard hole right there. So if you want to string that thing through a lanyard, have it on a keychain, run some rope through there, you could do that. But let's go ahead and go test this thing out in the pocket. Alright guys, let's go ahead and stick this thing in the pocket. Kind of got your arrow pointing down kind of thing going on there. Alright, here. Pretty hard to get in and out of the pocket, and I'll show you why in just a second. But the belt clip is actually really far down on the knife. It starts like all the way down here, so there's a good 3/4 of an inch that's just sticking out right there. Concealed, you can still kind of see some of the belt clip right there. And then the printing on there is a decent amount. Take it out. You do have to flip it around to get to that trigger, which is kind of a downfall on there. And one thing about it also is that you kind of have a little hook, like a little dip in that belt clip right there. I don't know if you can see that dip. Let's see. Right there, there's a dip in that belt clip. And that's why yeah, there we go. That's why whenever you take it in, it's a little difficult to get in, and especially difficult to pull back out. But you know what? Not much of a deal breaker for me. Alright guys, it's alright in the pocket. Couple defects on there, not too much of a problem. It is a little heavy, I guess you could say, in the pocket as well. So let's go ahead and get the weight on there. I'm guessing it's just because you got your it's pretty bulky handle. Got you a bunch of aluminum in there, and then you got the stainless steel blade compared to a I don't know if you guys can hear that, but yeah, it's kind of. Let me see that again. I don't know if you can. Here, let me hold it up to the mic real quick. It's that grease kind of just working itself in there, so you can tell that these things are really nicely greased. But let's go back to the weight on here, which is not a bad thing. That means that you just put some grease in there, and that it'll keep it nice and smooth for a long time. All right, I stand corrected. It was 3.9 ounces. Not too bad at all. On the lighter side, I guess you could say an average around 4.5. But this thing actually was in the 3-ounce range. So not bad at all. Decent sized pocket knife here. Let's get the weight on there. Total length about 5.5 or 4.5 inches. Total length opened up. You are looking at 8 inches. And the length of the blade, you're looking at around 3.5 inches. So not too bad there. Pretty standard pocket knife. Nothing super fancy, nothing super special, but it is a nice knife just to have. I mean, I probably would carry this thing. I'll keep it around, keep it in my collection. Not a bad knife. Got some good grip right there on the handle. I mean, just a decent overall knife. I'll leave that link in the description where you can find these things. Bought it off of Amazon. I think it was maybe $10, so it's right in that $10 range. Just a nice knife to have. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, leave some comments. What you think about these videos. Any feedback is much greatly appreciated. But that is it for this one, and we will see you next time.